guess you clicked on the introductory video part over here, and certainly the videos, hopefully you're watching the video at this point, wouldn't make sense otherwise to you. But the bottom line, you see there's resources over here, and I just want to briefly go through that with you. These are links to my various websites that cover the prerequisites for Calculus 2. So you would need to know Math 100 material, 119 material, 120, 121. Basically, you need to know algebra, trigonometry, the rest of the pre-calculus sequence that we give you, and the Math 121, which is Calc 1. So basic differentiation with some introductory integration problems. So let's say you really needed some review and you want to go back to Math 121. You click this link over here, and I want to claim what's going to open up for you is the course website for Math 121, which looks just like the course website for Math 122. I know there's a lot of stuff over here. I can cut you on one thing that's really important to you if you're looking to review is this download the link to get the notes for the course. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the window. This is in a web browser, by the way. And what you do, you see a document. And let's say you need to review with, I don't know, you look around. You know what you need to review with, and that's what you probably should be looking for. So let's say, for example, you need a review. Let's take a look. All right, I'm looking around. And I'm just looking. Let's say you need to review an implicit differentiation. Click here. That's in red. It'll bring you right there. And you could read this. I also want to point out there's little tiny videos over here that if you want, you can click on these videos and you can go watch a video of me walking you through the notes for those students that want a video instead of reading. And I'll certainly talk you through the notes. What's interesting about the notes is there's little tiny, lectures that we give you in the notes. We try not to give you too much at one time. The other thing I want to point out is we, after going through some, basic examples, we give you an opportunity to try on your own. By the way, the little tiny videos on the side, by the way, can be watched if you need help. Like if you're looking at this and look at the blue area and say, I have no idea what he's talking about, or I have no idea what I'm reading, maybe you want to watch a little video instead. All right? We try to cater to all students at Essex College, those students that want to read, those students who want to listen. We're trying to engage you. That's what we're trying to do. After you go through the examples that we do in class, though, again, as I say, there'll be some homework problems to do that you would look at that. And again, this is the material, the prerequisite material for Math 121, right? You need to know that material, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the notes, all right? So there's plenty of prerequisite material here for you if you need to review it to go back over that. I just want to scroll through the notes and say my notes are rather consistent. No matter what class you're taking, you're going to see the notes look very similar. Now, what I mean by that, it's typically, they're content specific, but you'll see the same thing over and over again, which are introductory lectures, examples, like this over here. After I get through the examples, which we typically do in class, you'll notice there's little embedded videos next to these examples that we do in class. There's also homework, and what does that mean? When you leave the classroom, it's time for you to start trying. You're saying, can I do what he just did in classroom? And that's what we're hoping that you're able to do. But again, if you have trouble with that, you want to think why you're having trouble with that. Maybe you didn't pay enough attention to the lecture material. It should be very consistently told story, and then you're just reinforcing what that story was when you practice on your own. So there's plenty of chances to try. And we're going to say the most important thing is you do try. At the end of all my sections, though, and this is true for all my notes, you'll see something about SAGE. SAGE is a computer algebra system, and you'll see online videos for each section. So, for example, let's say for some reason you missed Lecture 8, and you feel like you're not getting it by looking at my notes. What you do is you click on this over here. I'll be brief with this. It's going to open up a YouTube video channel. All right. Now over here, some students need to have the subtitles on, right? You can do that. I'll do English, auto-generate it. You could also play around with the speed of these documents. For example, sometimes I'll actually watch a video at double speed because, I'm familiar with the material. I don't really need to listen to it. And then other times I'm really have to slow it down because I have a hard time following what they're saying. So I slow it down. That's something you make a decision with. Again, if you play this video, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I want to point out this is a lecture for Section 8. It's only 36 minutes long. That's not a long lecture, by the way. So you click on the play. You can expand the window.
We're in Section 8 of the notes. It's trigonometric integrals. Basically, it's a section on recipes. These recipes work as advertised for the problems that we give you. All right. What's the problem with recipes?
Okay, I'm going to stop playing that because the point is I don't want to play it. You may want to play it, but I don't want to play that. All right. So there's plenty of information down over here. So let me just close out the web browser, go back to the notes over here. Again, this was in Section 8. Again, for all the sections, you're going to see lecture material in video. It takes you to YouTube, by the way. Examples, me covering the examples that were done in class. Sage, again, Sage is a computer algebra system. You'll see me give a little talk about this. Generally, these videos are not long. These were on the YouTube channel. And me doing your homework problems for every section. Now, someone says, oh, good, you did the work. Why do I need to do it? You're the one who needs to learn how to do that, not me. You're the one who needs to learn to do that. And this is going to be true in every section when we cover things, that you try to master what we're presenting to you. We try to be very consistent, though. If we tell a story, right, and we show you examples, that's what we're trying to concentrate on. That story, those examples. But again, you need to reinforce it by doing the homework. I also want to recommend to you, if you do need to reach out to me, during class time is a great time to reach out, and also during office hours. Reach out. Let me know you need help, and we'll try to help you through the material. Again, I really do appreciate you paying attention. Thank you.